Hello, 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 my lovely Marshall blenders. If you notice, we're blending hair and conversations and etceteras. I'm not gonna say pardon the beard because I'm still debating whether if I'm gonna let it grow out or if I'm gonna get the goatee or if I'm just gonna shave it off. Normally for the winter, I rock baldy, fixed brows, and shaved face. But I've gained 40 pounds during the year 2018. That took me a while to lose. So, well, let me make sure I have my own Wi Fi here. So, we're debating what look we're gonna go for. Um, I don't know exactly what's going on here, guys. I tend to have, like, I think when I cut my nails, I tend to scratch when I'm exfoliating. I think that's what I did there, but whatever. But as you see, the theme is what to do if your Sig-o is a liar or a cheater. Let me tell you a little story about a person who dated somebody for about 8 months, wasn't madly in love, but liked the person a lot, and they decided to get married. So, with it, everything seemed perfect, everything seemed nice, everything seemed wonderful. They were the odd couple, but it worked for all intents and purposes. Did laundry together, cooked, breakfast in bed, all that wonderful stuff. Um, so a month and a half into the marriage, the person finds out that their significant other was married in Mexico and had 3 children. Also, that the person was lying to them about how much rent was being paid. Um, they were under the impression that it was whatever. I don't know how much it was, but they were paying part, and the other person was paying part, and um, the person was basically being cheated out of money. So the person found this out because they went through their significant others, their spouses, paperwork, and saw how much the rent was. So they confront the spouse and they're like, "Hey, what's up? Like, how much do you pay for rent?" And the spouse was like, "Why are you asking me about my rent, about my money?" And the person told them, whatever. They said, like, they got into an argument about that, about it's not your money if what you pay is this X amount, and what you're telling me I have to pay in part is X amount. So that was the line. That was the end of the line. So obviously the person calls me up. We're talking, and I when it comes to those situations, I honestly don't get into it. I don't get into it. I ask the person, "What do you want to do?" Right? And honestly, they did the right thing. What they chose to do was to leave. They left. They left. They after the big argument, their spouse left, and what they did is they packed their stuff up and they went out. And they say that as they were waiting for their ride to come pick them up, the spouse was like, "Hey, where are you?" And they were like, "I'm outside, waiting to leave." They were like, "Come upstairs so we can talk, blah blah blah." And they were like, "No, there's nothing to talk about. I wish you well. Be going." And honestly, I think that was the best thing. When you have a significant other, be it a spouse, be it a fiance, be it whatever, and you find out that they are lying, not just lying, but lying to you, you do need to get out because it's not going to get any better. The foundation of that relationship is a lie. If you find out that your significant other is cheating, that's kind of different. You know what I mean? It's kind of different because there's a lot of variables. So in that case, you don't necessarily have to get out, but you do have to analyze. You analyze them, you analyze yourself, try and figure out if you're able to live with the situation, if in a few years you'll be able to, or if you would never get over it. Because if you'll never get over it, then don't complicate each other's lives, you know? Um, and sometimes the person cheats as a means to get out of the relationship. So why do you want to stay in a relationship with someone who is fighting to break up with you? I've heard this phrase. This phrase is, "Oh, the person just doesn't let me go." And my first reaction is, "But you're an adult, so what do you mean they don't let you go? Like, just leave." You know what I mean? You don't have to cheat on the person for them to break up with you. You just break up. But they're like, "I've tried to break up with them. I've tried, and they don't let me go." So that might be true. There might be some type of a psychological hold, an emotional hold, something that doesn't let the other person who wants to get out of the relationship leave. If you're the person that's having that psychological hold on someone that wants to leave, let them go. If you're the person that's having an emotional grip on someone that wants to leave, let them go. Let them go. Why do you want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with you? Why do you want to stay with someone who does not find you to be the person they want to be with or be around? It's not fair to you. And that's not called love. It's called obsession. It's called dominance. It's called possession. That's not love. So if you think you're in love with that person who you have an emotional hold, or that you have a psychological hold on, if you think that's love, no. Sorry, it's not love. All right? So, yeah, a brief life. If you have a Sig-o who's a cheetah and you can't deal with it, do what you got to do. If you have a Sig-o that lies, I mean, that's kind of life. If you have a Sig-o that lies, forgive him the boot and keep it moving. All right, guys. Love you.